So hi guys. So yeah, based on my previous video on Gbpnzd. Now I told you guys on my last video about this pair that I'm looking to trade from this daily demand. And if you've watched the previous video, you would understand why I decided to mark this level as my daily demand. Now let me tell you all something. This is exactly where most accounts gets blown up. Anytime price gets into your level, that is when and where most traders blow their account, because every level is a psychological level. Those levels would test your patience, would test your mindset, would test everything about you as a trader, as a human being itself. It's going to test you massively. So now, when price came into my daily demand, because I told you guys I was not going to trade from this fair value because I needed price to come back into a level of demand, because that is my strategy. That is where I mark my level, supply and demand. Now let's get into it. If you notice this demand level, you would notice it was this particular candle that came into this level of demand on the daily time frame. Now this demand has been mitigated already. That is one thing I want you to know. This demand is done with its job. Now, when this particular candle came into this demand level, it left behind this liquidity level down there. Now, today is Monday. Today is Tuesday rather. So Tuesday came back to sweep that low right there. So I can now delete my demand level and I'm left with this level. Now, this is one of the reasons why I don't like my retracements having a fair value gap, because immediately I knew we had this daily fair value gap for sale right there. I knew price was going to react there. So there was no way I was going to buy from this level without having a full confirmation of what I'm doing. So now this fair value is mitigated already. I don't have any business with this sell side imbalance because my bias still stands. All I'm waiting for and all I'm trying to do on Gbpnzd is to look for buy opportunities. Now, this is where it now gets tricky for most traders. I need to see a confirmation around this area. If there's no confirmation around this area, then let's go to the weekly time frame. My bias does not change. It simply means, because no, I told you guys in my previous video that this fair value gap, this particular fair value gap on the weekly time frame right there is a breakaway gap. You understand? So I really do not expect price to come into that level, but you know, if you look at it very well critically, we had this change of character right there because we had this small sell here, but immediately price did was price took out this high, which is a change of character on the weekly time frame. So if I should use my gun box from this low to this high now, this level now will become my weekly demand. But I really do not want to, put my focus on that until I'm able to see what this daily time frame is going to do. And if I don't have any confirmation around this area, I'm not going to buy this pair until it gets to this level again. So how do I now look for a confirmation on this area? Now it's very simple. All I need to do now is to wait and see if there's going to be a move on the 1 hour time frame or 4 hour time frame. We've swept this low now, we've taken out every stop loss below this low now. Now I want to see a market structure shifts around this area to continue buying. And if I don't see any confirmation to buy, and I'm staying off this pair until price comes back into my weekly demand. So you just need to wait for confirmation, because without confirmation, you'll just be trading blindly. Even if your bias is right, even if your bias is right, you need to wait for confirmation. So these are the ways I try to wait for more confirmation before getting into any trade, even if my level is right or not. You understand? So you just need, okay, let me give you an instance. This particular fair value now, we took this fair value gap, this daily fair value gap. Now let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Let me show you something. Now on the 1 hour time frame, you can clearly see that price came back into this level, created this low right there, created that low. Now what did you notice? Price swept that low. Now price created this low again. What did you notice? Price swept that low. And immediately we swept that low. Let's go to the line chart. This is why I love the line chart. Now it simply means this was the high that was responsible for taking out this low, right? Now immediately price took out this high. What did you notice? We had a range on the 1 hour time frame. Now if I should use my gun box from this low now to this high right there, so it simply means I was left with this 1 hour demand right there. So now let's see if price respected our 1 hour demand. Now you can clearly see how price came into our 1 hour demand and immediately it took off. So it's as simple as that. You just need to wait for more confirmation before you step into any trade, because it doesn't matter if your level is good or not. Most times, most traders blow their accounts inside their level. Why? It's just a thin line. Patience. If you don't have that patience, then trading is going to deal with you a whole lot of time. So that is the update on Gbpnzd. So I'm still waiting for more confirmation to buy, because still have this sell strength still going on there. There's still a strong strength for the sell. Now this is like a retracement, but immediately I saw this sell side imbalance, I knew price was going to respect this sell side imbalance. But because my bias was buy, I didn't have any business in selling the BPNZD. So I just need to wait for more confirmation and see how it goes. So I'll keep you guys updated. Thank you.